Hi there, hope you're having a pleasant day wherever you may be. Today I find myself on the moon. Just kidding. I'm at the Trona Pinnacles near Ridgecrest, California. The Trona Pinnacles are a series of rock formations that were formed anywhere from 10 to 100,000 years ago. And they look probably similar to the formations found at Mono Lake, just to the north of us. And that's because they should. They were formed with very similar processes. Glacial melt from the nearby Sierra Nevadas made a series of large lakes in the area. In this area it was Searless Lake. And the alkaline-rich water of the lake mixed with calcium-rich spring water, and those two combined formed the calcium carbonate little towers that were all at one point submerged underwater. Eventually the lake dried up and we were left with these really cool towers and this sort of eerie lunar landscape. It's really cool to walk around. Although they all pretty much look very similar to each other, there are three different distinct categories of rock formations. The tall and slender ones are referred to as towers. The kind of short and stubby ones are referred to as tombstones. And the kind of a long string of just formations in general is called a ridge. It's kind of fun walking around and trying to find the three different types. Because it was a dry lake bed, it is very mineral rich and has since been mined as a result. And back in the old days, borax was one of the main things that was mined from here. And they used to have 20 mule wagon trains to cart this stuff back to places like Los Angeles. In the old days it was mule teams, now it's the railroad. Trona Railroad here, shortest regulated railroad in the country. You had to know I'd sneak a railroad in if I could, right? Now, there were three different time periods that these formed, and they're categorized by northern, which are the youngest, formed in the neighborhood of about 10,000 years ago. The middle formed about 30,000 years ago or so, and the southern, which were closer to 100,000 years ago. And they're all the result of different ice ages. Now, the most accessible part is the middle group. That's where the Scenic Drive is. It's just a couple miles and a short hiking trail, kind of walk amongst them. If you want to get into a little bit further into the northern and southern, you could probably take one of the roads that probably need four-wheel drive, but yeah, you can get a closer look at those. But kind of get your fill here with the middle. Aside from being able to walk amongst the pinnacles and drive amongst them, this is BLM land, and I'm pretty sure you can actually camp here too. It's all pack in, pack out, free. Usually BLM land is 14-day max, but yeah, leave no trace, and it's pretty remote out here. Granted, it's probably the off season, I guess. Well, thanks for joining me on this little trip to the Trona Pinnacles. Hope you enjoyed it. It's a little off the beaten path to get here. I lost cell service several miles before I got in, and it's nice in the springtime right now, but I bet you it gets pretty hot during the summer. So I think I chose the right time to come here. So with that said, I guess I'll see you the next time.